Anna of Prussia was not born as Anna Louise of Hesse-Darmstadt, nor was she the daughter of Louis II, Grand Duke of Hesse. She was actually born Maria Anna Friederike von Preußen on May 17, 1836 in Berlin. Her parents were Prince Charles of Prussia, a son of King Frederick William III of Prussia, and Princess Marie of Saxe-Weimar-Eisenach. Thus, she was a Prussian princess by birth, not a Hessian one. You're absolutely correct that Anna was known for her grace and beauty, qualities that made her a prominent figure in European royal circles. This prominence brought her into the orbit of Franz Xaver Winterhalter, a renowned German painter famous for his portraits of mid-19th century European aristocracy. In 1858, Winterhalter painted a celebrated portrait of Anna, depicting her in an elaborate gown of tulle over pink silk. This artwork is a testament to her elegance and status, aligning with Winterhalter's reputation for capturing the opulence and dignity of his royal subjects. Marie Antoinette, 1755 to 1793, was the last Queen of France before the French Revolution, married to King Louis XVI, whose reign concluded with the revolutionary upheaval that transformed France. Born Maria Antonia Josepha Johanna, she was an Austrian archduchess and the 15th child of Empress Maria Theresa and Emperor Francis I. In 1770, at the tender age of 14, she wed Louis Auguste, the future Louis XVI, in a marriage orchestrated as a political alliance to strengthen ties between Austria and France, two nations historically at odds. Marie Antoinette's journey began in Vienna, where she was raised in the opulent Austrian court, groomed for a dynastic role. Her marriage to Louis Auguste was a strategic move to cement the Franco-Austrian alliance, yet it faced immediate challenges. In France, her Austrian heritage sparked suspicion among a populace wary of foreign influence. Initially celebrated for her beauty and grace, she struggled to win over the French court, partly due to the couple's delayed consummation of their marriage, which fueled gossip and delayed the birth of an heir. Born in 69 BCE in Alexandria, Cleopatra hailed from the Ptolemaic dynasty, a family of Greek origin that ruled Egypt for nearly 3 centuries. She ascended to the throne in 51 BCE at the age of 18, initially ruling alongside her younger brother, Ptolemy XIII, following their father Ptolemy XII's death. However, their co-rule was fraught with tension, escalating into a civil war that led to Cleopatra's temporary exile. Cleopatra VII was indeed the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic kingdom of Egypt, marking the end of a dynasty that had governed Egypt since the death of Alexander the Great. Her reign is notable not only for its dramatic conclusion, but also for her remarkable qualities that have cemented her status as one of history's most iconic figures. Marie de Cosse, also known as Mary, Queen of Scots, 1542 to 1587, was one of the most tragic and captivating figures in European royal history. Born on December 8, 1542, at Linlithgow Palace in Scotland, she was the only surviving legitimate child of King James V of Scotland and Mary of Guise, a French noblewoman. Her life began with an extraordinary twist. She became Queen of Scotland at just 6 days old, following her father's sudden death, setting the stage for a reign marked by political intrigue, personal turmoil, and a dramatic end. Mary's infancy as queen meant she could not govern herself, so Scotland was ruled by regents on her behalf. Her mother, Mary of Guise, took a prominent role in safeguarding her daughter's interests. To protect her from the instability in Scotland, Mary was sent to France at a young age, where she was raised in the sophisticated French court. There, she received an exceptional education, becoming fluent in multiple languages and earning a reputation for her intelligence, charm, and grace. Catherine was born in 1485 into a powerful Spanish dynasty. She married Henry VIII in 1509, following the death of her first husband, Arthur, Henry's older brother. This union was a strategic alliance, strengthening ties between England and Spain. Over their 2-decade marriage, Catherine bore several children, but only one survived infancy, Mary the Fourth, who would later become queen. Despite her devotion and the political weight of their partnership, Henry grew desperate for a male heir and became enamored with Anne Boleyn, prompting him to seek an annulment. Catherine staunchly opposed the annulment, maintaining that her marriage to Henry was valid and that she was his lawful wife. Her refusal, coupled with Pope Clement VII's denial of Henry's request, sparked a crisis. Unwilling to relent, Henry broke from the Roman Catholic Church in 1533, establishing the Church of England with himself as its head. This dramatic rupture marked the onset of the English Reformation, fundamentally altering England's religious and political landscape. Madame de Pompadour, born Jeanne Antoinette Poisson, was one of the most influential and celebrated mistresses of King Louis XV of France. Her relationship with the king, which began in the 1740s and endured until her death, elevated her to a position of extraordinary prominence at the French court. Far more than a romantic partner, she emerged as a trusted advisor and a pivotal figure in both the cultural and political spheres during the opulent Rococo era. Born into a bourgeois family, Jeanne Antoinette Poisson reinvented herself as Madame de Pompadour, a title bestowed upon her by Louis XV. Her ascent from modest origins to the epicenter of the French monarchy was remarkable. Establishing herself as an indispensable presence at court, she leveraged her relationship with the king to wield significant influence over court affairs, blending personal charm with political acumen. Elizabeth de Wittelsbach, commonly known as Sisi, or Sisi l'Impératrice in French, was born on December 24, 1837, in Munich, Bavaria, and emerged as one of the most iconic figures of 19th century Europe. She is best remembered as the Empress of Austria, due to her marriage to Emperor Franz Joseph I, a union that placed her at the heart of European royalty and defined her life with both grandeur and profound personal struggles. Sisi was born into the Bavarian nobility and enjoyed a relatively carefree upbringing, far from the rigid formality of the Austrian court. At the age of 16, in 1854, she married Franz Joseph I, becoming Empress of Austria. This marriage, while celebrated, introduced her to a world of strict protocols and expectations that clashed with her independent spirit, setting the stage for the challenges she would